Checkpoint Charlie es uno de los puntos de chequeo de control.
Checkpoint Charlie is one of the control checkpoints that had a great boom and relevance during the time of the Berlin Wall. They had the characteristic that this was the place where they entered or left the eastern zone to the western one, or vice versa. It is normally authorized for people who did it through from the eastern side to return to the western side, but they had to have social permits. The Westerners sometimes, I think, did give them a chance, but they had to return now. Why? The name Checkpoint Charlie Charlie La in the geroterminology of the military indicates Alpha Alpha Bravo. Charlie was ABC. There was a station called Alpha Station Bravo and Station Charlie. Charlie was the third station, but it gained such relevance, such validity that it became practically iconic. Here in this place there were a lot of people trying to make revolts problems. There was even confrontation, and there was a moment where the Allies themselves, who were the three of the Westerners that it was, the United States, England and France were about to have run-ins against the Soviets, who were the other side, who were the ones who practically became the eastern side, right? Normally, when there are wars, there is always. They're distributed. The loot were divided within 4 into 3 parts for the Westerners and 1 for the Soviets. The part on the left side belonged to the Soviets. So this is where people really wanted to get out, because there was a little moment when they suddenly started to build a wall that divided the city of Berlin, and they built the wall. Then they no longer allowed the east to go out to the west. So this is an iconic spot for everyone who comes to stroll, visit, or to recognize one, to learn something about the history that was lived in this country, in this area, in this place, and how nice it was that I had the opportunity to come. I always wanted to come and see the famous Check-in Charlie and some other places that are unmissable in Berlin, so I send a souvenir to all my friends so that they can keep in mind, here's how it is here, but here it is on this side. Above appears a Soviet soldier in his uniform, and next to the back appears a soldier, appears the ally of the United States, right? I'm going to show them to you, and with that I'm going to finish my I'm not going to tell you report. It is not a reminder, something historical for those of us who spent there studying something at school that we didn't like. But look what. He has been finding one with little things that serve and remind him. I am going to assemble the 4 sides here of the one at the Checkpoint Charlie crossing. We are going to continue with the following tourist spots. So more for you with much love. Well, and at this moment I find myself between in front of one of the most iconic places in the city of Berlin, specifically in Checkpoint. Charlie was a place where people crossed within the city of Berlin during the time that the wall was there. Certain characters were allowed passage here, not all. But it was also a place of conflict, because definitely a lot of people wanted to move from East Berlin to West Berlin, and this automatically caused a lot a lot of trouble with people because they didn't want the part. Not on the part of the Soviets, they didn't allow everyone who went up on their side to pass over to this side, then you could only pass.
Certain characters who had clearance included diplomatic characters, and everything is a place with a lot of history. In other wars were about to be started here after the Second World War ended, right? It's a very historic place. The truth is that I feel good, happy to be here. I do hope you like it.
It's one of the scams they usually do in those places. Well, I want to send a cordial greeting to all my Facebook friends, to all the people who have taken
In the one I want to be able to send greetings, I find myself here in Charlie, in the city of Berlin, in the one over there in Germany. Well, that's what you like. This little souvenir goes with a lot of affection for you, but it's deformed.